I want to tap in on a one other topic, man, since I got you here, man. You recently had the game on your show. Can you
Yeah,
tell me about, that experience? You actually got him to speak on some never before heard of shit in regard to
yeah,
G.
yeah. That was a dope episode. So this is what happened. Wack had came in my room. We was talking about Jim Jones with the whole purple see through. They was calling it the blouse that he had on the turtleneck,
Right.
and people started talking about top five rappers. And somebody brought up the game, and they said game not a top five rapper. So it was an argument back and forth. Wack was in there, so Wack made the call. Game came in the room. We had like 4,000 people in the room when the game pulled up. It was the best. I would say it was the best. One of my best favorite rooms that I did next to the main one. Game pulled up. We had a good conversation. It was a good rapport. First they shot him off the stage, the first, and then I brought him back up. I said, "Yo, that's the real game. Y'all bring him back up." We brought the game up. We had the conversation. The game, he was in there for like 30 minutes. It was a good conversation. Most times when they pop in a room, if it get crazy, they'll leave in a second. Game came, chilled with us for like 30 minutes. And it was dope. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the game. I really liked it that. That was a dope interview. That's one of my favorite ones, next to the like I said, the Mano one. The Mano one was a good one too.
Major salute to Mano. So you guys actually were talking about the major record on 50's Get Rich or Die Trying album, right?
Yes, yes.
What's
Wack brought it up. So Wack brought it up that Game basically wrote the hook for "What Up Blood, What Up Gangsta," and that look, Mikey, that was a viral moment right there. That hit
Yes, it
World
was.
Star. The J Rock thing hit World Star. The Game hit World Star. Mano, a lot of my rooms be hitting World Star because I be having these viral moments. And yo, Mike, this is why I be getting clipped off of Clubhouse because I be having these viral moments, and then next thing I know, I get clipped off.
That
Like,
doesn't make any sense, man. I mean, you're talking about a classic album that has sold like 15 million copies. So let me
yeah.
ask you, Gotti, what did you
Mhm.
make when they brought that content to your page? Like there, that changes the course of history right there. And then you
Yeah,
got to think back the fact that he's like, I'm just listening to it today. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
it's what's up, blood? What up, cuz? It almost makes you believe the game did write that, man.
Yeah, yeah, it do. And the crazy thing is, like, I didn't think that was gonna go as viral that as it did, Mikey. Like when I saw like it was all over everywhere, all the blogs, all the Instagrams, the YouTubes, the I'm talking about the double XLs, the hip hop DXs and World Stars, they always talk about it. So it really was a viral moment. This is why I said when you keep working, I tell all the content creators, if you keep working, you keep hustling, you keep grinding, your platform could have these type of people come through. You could have a game come through, or 50 Cent or anybody that come through to your rooms and you be able to interview them. A lot of people just don't take the time to grind out and hustle their platforms, and they have a disorganized. You got a good team around you, you got a good platform, you help everybody around you, you put everybody, like a lot of people was happy that I had them on the stage with the game. They're like, yo, man, you had me on stage with the game, man. That was cool. A lot of
Right.
people I say, yo, you gotta have the content, you know what I'm saying? I don't sweat it, you know what I'm saying? I made a good 200 on a video on my channel, so that was a good look.
Yeah, you make, legendary moments for people, making them a part of that type of shit. Gotti,
Yeah.
what did you make of that 50 Cent game situation, looking on it from back in the day, seeing them break up and shit?
hmm
Were you
Oh, I was
were
a
you
Mikey.
anything?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a big G Unit fan growing up. The documentary. I tell people documentary. I was listening to it the other day. The documentary is one of my favorite albums to listen to in that time period, 2005. G Unit was everything. I wish the game and 50 would have stayed together. And even though I like both artists, I'm not gonna lie, Doctor's Advocate is my favorite album. So when I heard the game said Doctor's Advocate was his favorite album, that's my favorite album. I love Doctor's Advocate. I think Doctor's Advocate showed that he can do it without G Unit, he can do it without Dr. Dre. And that's one of his best projects ever to date. Same with the documentary. So I feel like the game as an artist, he's unappreciated. I always tell people he's top five because if you look at the West Coast, he brought the West back, Mikey T. Like you got to remember, This is an era where it was only the South, it was only the East, and it was the Midwest with Nelly. So everything was, if it wasn't the South, Midwest, or East Coast at the time in the 2000s, nobody in the South was really going crazy. And then when it went around 2004, when the game was coming around, you had Gorilla Black. Gorilla Black didn't even last that long.
Right.
So when the game came, it was like, whoa, this is different. Game didn't even sound like a West Coast dude. You didn't even think he was West Coast. When I first heard the game, I thought he was from New York. He sounded like Nas when he rapped. His slang didn't even sound like West Coast. So he was a different type of rapper to me. So I always say the game brought the West back. And when you talk about top 5 rappers that come out the West, he got to be number 1 or number 2 on that list. You know, he got to be number 3. If he not number 2 or number 1, he got to be number 3 because him, Tupac, Snoop Dogg,
Easy,
you know,
Snoop,
yeah, all those guys. In my pick, Ice Cube, they're top 5 in the West Coast. So right there, when you look at who brought the West Coast back, the game was that guy that brought the West Coast. He gave the West Coast that victory. And then he opened the doors. Like I said, if it wasn't for the game, you wouldn't get no Nipsey or Kendrick.
He showed them a lot of love, like he said in his Drink Champs interview, man. He showed them a lot of love. And, you know, the game actually had to, I guess, message Wack 100 and tell him to chill. It's time to get back to business, back to promoting the Drillmatic album, man. How much do you think everything Wack is doing right now is taken away from the promotion behind the game's upcoming new album?
I think he's doing a lot. I think he's doing too much. I'm gonna be honest with you. The game, cause he got this Drillmatic album, we want to know about Drillmatic. Wack need to just fall back, let this man finish Drillmatic, let this promotion go for Drillmatic. You know, the Drink Champs thing was good. You know, he brought him to my room before the Drink Champs interview dropped. That gave a lot of steam to that interview, which helped out that interview because with him saying that 50 thing, that gave a lot of traction. And then him saying the top 5 thing, like that, all that stuff that he said in my room gave the traction for the Drink Champs episode. So for Drillmatic, they got to go to the drum boards and promote that and get that help. Stop doing the other shit. The other shit is not necessary. Promote Drillmatic. You got the Kanye record. What's the next record off of Drillmatic? You know, that's what we want to know. What's the next record off of Drillmatic?